the ring and the trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coast will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash. Honey yard dash.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, huh? They act like they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crap. Watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch. sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna I get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need? You must be dreaming. Watch the ship.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. and that way you often control the game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Right.
To throw is Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Come on, let's go.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shift, check. Hey, exit. 2,
now it's Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Hey, team 6.
Now Ryan on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. Go. 51, sub.
Now Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Blue 80. You can't block me. Check 58.
Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. By Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo going up top. This is caught at the 20. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Chicken forward, down.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Ryan. That's caught by Treadwell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
20.
Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that high discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Get that quarterback in. Hey, Zoo.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
He was brought down by Jimmy Ward. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. Check 37, check 37. Check 3. Check.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
Ready, Blue 80. Like 25. Come on, D. Out.
Gurley again here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo.
Here's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
54. I don't think you got it, son.
They begin the drive with Coleman. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Right there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go, here we go.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 45 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, box truck.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Mike 20. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that 5.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports Halftime Report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded about a yard deep. A beautiful fake. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. He's coming. 21.
On first down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I'm coming after you. Check it back. Check it back.
Here's Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Ryan. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a handoff for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Ryan. Jones has it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're running with Gurley. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Switch it. Come here, switch it.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Check. Switch gears.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Here we go. Let's go, defense.
On first down, Coleman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go. I got you. 54.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Ryan forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 25, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a give right side, Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I got you, son. I got you.
Throwing again. Ryan, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set the 51, son. Let's go. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Hayden Hurst. Incomplete. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
One last shot for Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're